Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. The mosquitoes are out and biting, but you can nuke the little devils by calling Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They offer 1, 3, and 5-time service packages, so they can cater their treatments to your needs. If it takes just one shot to get rid of these guys, they can have that done in less than an hour. Most homes, less than an hour. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, they've been doing it for 46 years. I know that because they are about 2 years younger than me. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, they've been around for a long time. Good family-owned business. All right. Guys, Butch Jones is one of many, many college football coaches supporting a proposal. And who knows what the proposal will look like. If it passes, it could have a lot of tweaks to it by the time it goes through. But coaches are almost universally in favor of this. Under the proposal, redshirting changes in that basically everybody gets 4 years of eligibility plus 4 games to play with. You can come in and play 4 games. Could be the last 4 games of the season. And if it's only those 4 games, you still get your redshirt year, and you get 4 more years to play. Like I say, everybody's for this. I like it. I think it makes sense. You no longer have to worry about, did you play first part of the season or back part of the season? Part of this is tied to the bowl situation with guys leaving, but do you guys like that? I don't see any reason not to like it. Am I missing something? Or are you guys all in on it like I am?
I love it.
Yeah,
you know?
go ahead, Chuck.
I don't just like it. I love it, and I like it because it seems to me you get so many more injuries. The injuries send them out in the second half of the season anyway. This gives you the chance to develop some players, get them stronger in the strength and conditioning program, and in the last part of the season, you have more depth. You have more people you can turn to. Plus, Jarrett Garantano could have played in the Music City Bowl. Can you imagine the excitement that might have brought, just being able to unveil a player that's going to be part of your future down the road? I love it.
Darmy might not have agreed with that.
Yeah.
I like it too. I'm waiting for an argument on the other side that I'm missing.
Right, yeah.
But right now I like it a lot. And to your point, you get to play. You don't have to worry about the fake medical red shirts, which we've had a lot of those.
Yeah, break that down, the numbers.
So
we're talking
if you right now the way the situation is, if you play in the first 6 games of the year, any of the first 6 games of the year, and it's less than 20%, and you have an injury, you can get a medical red shirt. If you play after game 6, if you played in game 7 and you suffered a torn ACL and you're out for the year, you do not get a medical red shirt. The injury situation has to come in the first 6 games of a football season. So that's the way it stands right now.
Yeah.
Now, whether it's the first half is
right, but it's still just kind of
so
silly. Game 6, okay. Game 7, no longer okay.
So, and I remember LSU years ago in the SEC championship game in 2001 against Tennessee, they played a defensive back, and that was the 13th or 11th or 13th, whatever the game it was.
12th or 13th.
So he played in the SEC title game and a bowl game only, and they burned his red shirt because he had so many injuries. So, and then I think Marcus Tatum, didn't he? He burned a red shirt last year because he played after game 6. So I like the idea of getting, and I also think that those players, if they know there's a chance they could play, they're going to be more invested in practice and in the weight room and paying attention, and I think that probably accelerates their growth as a player.
One of the things that's getting talked about is you started to see it last year, and then the guys who did it got drafted high, so there's a fear that you're going to see more of the superstars say, I'm sitting out the bowl game, coach. I got my pro prospects to worry about. So this allows you to have a bigger roster come bowl time that you can bring some guys in there. So that's one reason coaches like it. Very quickly, for those of you who haven't chimed in yet, one reason I like this is it seems like it's one for the kids. I mean, I know the coaches benefit, but this is actually benefits the kids for once.
The kids want to play football, and that means that you get to game 9, and now everybody on your roster, you can change a lot of things. And Chuck made a great point. Your depth improves at the end of the season. All of a sudden, I mean, think of Tennessee's running back depth at the end of last year. You had hardly anybody until you got Kamara back. Now, if you've got a guy sitting over there, he can play. I think it's a fantastic thing if they go this route.
And it's not punitive if a kid gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like it on all fronts. Mike, were you going to?
Yeah, I'm all in. What you said, if it's for the players, I am generally siding with something that's for the players.
Agreed. All right. When we come back, what UT program, big program, is closest behind softball to winning a national title? That'll be interesting. Plus, have you seen UT's recruiting rankings? We'll show them. Come on back.